Hey folks, this is Grant Russell with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. It is Friday, July 5th. So happy belated 4th of July to everybody. Anyways, behind me I've got a brand new 2025 Renegade Verona 36 VSP that just showed up recently from the factory. It is available. Absolutely stunning, sharp colors. That's the exterior propulsion exterior on this one. And just for those that might be familiar with some of the options and how they're equipped, this one did come in with the lithium battery upgrade package along with the three 200-watt solar panels. So it's got solar and lithium on it. Let's get started up front here. So first of all, on the Renegade Verona, I always like to mention that all Veronas are going to be built on the M2 106 Freightliner chassis. The M2 106 comes equipped with an 8.9 liter Cummins diesel engine. Got 1,150 pound-foot of torque. And you can see that big red engine there in the center there. That's what powers this 36-foot motorhome. Actually, it is 36 feet 11 inches overall length. But that 8.9 liter, 360 horsepower will tow up to 20,000 pounds. While the hood's open, just some things to point out. You can see where it's easy access to like the engine coolant, windshield wiper fluid down below. The reservoir is easy to get to, your air dryer. So a lot of your belts and hoses will be easy access. And then on the other side, you'll see right in here where it's got quick, easy access to like the power steering fluid, the fuel filter. It's gonna be located right here. Easy to get to for the engine oil dipstick, transmission dipsticks back there. But again, you can appreciate having easy access to the engine components when you're traveling. For those that do any kind of work on their own motorhomes or the chassis side of things, you can appreciate that. Another plus I'd say on a Super C motorhome is you've got quick entrance exit doors on both the driver and passenger doors, so you can easily get in and out here, no problem. And then you have the main house entrance. I'll just kind of show you since we're right here on the side here. So you do have down below, I've got a little switch here. As you can see, we've got air ride seats. I'll lower this back down, and these seats will swivel to join the living room as well. You'll notice under the footwell, while we're right here, we've got some nice little lighting, a little orange light, especially at night. It gives you some pretty nice lighting on both the driver and passenger area. And we'll get back to some more of those components more towards the end of the video, but let's keep going down the side here. So you can access a fuel fill on both sides. You've got a 100-gallon fuel tank, and then the diesel exhaust fluid, that little blue cap there, is where you fill the DEF fluid. It's got a 6-gallon tank of DEF and 100 gallons of fuel. Moving down the side here, here's the batteries for the coach. So on the left side, those black batteries are going to be your cranking batteries on the engine. Those green top batteries, those are each 100 amp hour 12-volt lithium batteries. And you've got 1, 2, 3 of them in here. Also, just something you can't see, if you shoot a shot down and up in the back left corner neck, all the way back in here, you do have an air chuck. So if you're going to tap into the air on the coach, that's where that's located. And then this little panel here, this monitor is going to be displaying, that's your solar control monitor. All Veronas are going to come equipped with the AquaHot 250D, D for diesel. So that is a diesel element. It's got antifreeze in there. The glycol mixes with the diesel fluid, the diesel on the coach. So it does use the same fuel cell as the engine, to heat your hot water and to heat the coach. You can get some extra storage here as well. And these two compartments here, it's more just taken up by the two. You've got 75 gray and black water tanks. That's where those are located. These are heated tanks. And then the PVC pipe down below here, this is where you would, your dump is located. And then in this bay over here on this side is where the actual dump station is located. So you have a whole house water filtration system. Got a little outside water spigot, low point drain line. I want to check on my batteries, my fresh water, gray water, black water. I've got a little tank monitor there as well. Here's my gate valves to dump the holding tanks. Again, everything's etched in this plate here, so it won't ever peel off. Tank fill, city water, and then over here on the side we got cable hookups. And then down below, this is your city water. So you would walk this out to hook it up to your city water, and then when it's time to unhook, push the button here that reels it back in. And then you do have these little access ports in the floor as well, which you can open up. So if you want to keep the doors closed, you can certainly run these lines out the bottom here. Okay. And then again, one other thing I want to point out, we've got two latches. I love the way Renegade does their doors. So they're kind of some slam latch baggage doors, if you will. For those that might be curious, a wheelbase on a 36-foot Renegade Verona, it's going to be 285 inches. We've got an 8,000 watt diesel generator. Got that running right now. Got two 15,000 BTU air conditioners, plus all the electronics inside the coach. There's no propane, so this has an induction cooktop, convection microwave oven, residential refrigerator. We'll get to see that here in just a little bit. And you got a little extra storage here for your outside sewage hose. And in the very back here is where your transfer switch will be located. Nice to have a little extra electrical plug. Never know when you need to tap in, plug something in the back here. Again, you've got an access port in the floor here, so you can run your 50 amp cord out. And that is, as you can see back here, that is on a power reel. So you walk it out and then simply push a button to roll it back in. Okay, on the rear here we've got a molded we got two pieces. So you have from here all the way up is one solid piece of fiberglass. Then you've got a lower piece here, so you have a two-piece rear molded fiberglass cap. No seams on your corners. So that eliminates any stress points for any kind of separation, but Renegade does a really nice job on the build on all the fiberglass rear walls, the molded front cap on the front as well. It's got a full walk-on fiberglass roof. Unfortunately, Renegade doesn't do ladders anymore, but you can carry yourself a telescoping ladder. If you have a ladder at home just to get up on the roof, you can certainly walk on that with no problem. As you can see at the top here, we've got the backup camera, all your tail lights and running lights and turn signals, reverse lights. These are all LED lights. Excuse me. We've got the generator running now. This pipe here is the exhaust on the generator. And then down below here, we've got a 7-way plug here with brake controller. This silver outlet here is going to be for camera systems. If you want to toggle between the camera on the RV and a camera inside or on the exterior of a trailer, you can use this plug here. We've got a 20,000 pound hitch on the back. And moving around to the patio side. These are just basically some nice exterior storage compartments. As you can see in this one here, this tucks up underneath the rail. You can, for longer items, you can slide things up under the rail there. And we've got the patio awning open right now. It does have an LED light strip in the awning. Again, and you also have an LED light, porch light right above the entrance door. We have an outdoor TV. Some Samsung LED television with sound bar down below. And then these 3 compartments are going to be all exterior storage. And something that Renegade did a couple years ago, it's been about a year. We do have an eliminated wall here now. So for longer items, you can pass things through all the way. Those loose items you're seeing there in this compartment, these are slide locks. Sometimes you'll be traveling on roads that might be worse than others. It'd be nice to peace of mind. You can lock these in place inside the slides, and we'll show you how that works. That keeps the slides from getting out of adjustment. And then this air hose comes with it. I was showing you that where you can tap into the air system earlier on the other side of the coach. This is a 50-foot air hose it does come with. All right, and then one other thing. I paired earlier to this coach. Let's see if I can get, yeah, there we go. So with the Firefly controls that Renegade offers, I'll show you guys here. Let me get a signal here. So I don't know if you can see this. So on my phone here, I've got access to this coach. If I tap down below here, I've got access to my hydraulic jacks. Tap on this again, that brings it back up. My lights, thermostat, slide controls. Right now I'm going to go into slide controls. So let's say I want to run this rear slide from outside. So right now if I hold down the rear slide, I can see my rear slide coming out. If I were next to a big tree, or I'm at a rest stop and I've got a big 18-wheeler parked next to me pretty close, I think I've got enough room to run it out, but I'm not sure. Kind of nice that you can simply be right next to the slide as it's going out. And you can do that on both sides. Awning control. I can run my awning in and out, again using the app. So some nice conveniences that are offered on the Renegade Verona, being able to pair your mobile device with the Firefly controls. All right, come on inside. Okay, just keeping the slides in. This gives you an idea how much room you have to navigate to the back. If I need to get to the back bathroom, sink, heck, the washer dryer is located here. Refrigerator. I want to grab a cold beverage out of the fridge while I'm traveling. You can see it's still easy access even with the slides in. Back in place here. So let's go ahead and run this slide out. And I'm going to go in here to the slides. We're going to run the living room slide. So this is a hydraulic slide going out, and that is a flush floor. So as it goes out, there's a ramp holding it in the up position. As soon as it gets past it, gravity will take over and it'll settle down right about now. I'll start lowering. We've got a nice flush floor slide. Get some airs on here, it's a little warm. So I could turn the airs on and off using the Firefly controls, or I can simply come to the Firefly controls right here on the wall and go into my thermostat, turn on the, if you notice, I've got cool on for the front, cool on for the rear. The AC just kicked on, got the generator going. And then that top left button is our home screen, so you can check on your holding tanks, water pump on and off switch, tank heaters on and off for winter camping, satellite. You can raise the satellite up and down. This does come or that turns it on and off. And then generator controls are in here as well. Thermostat, fans, slides, everything kind of in one location. If you do, for any of those out there that have not been through a Renegade or interested in a Renegade and you purchase one from us, plan on spending at least a couple hours with us. We're showing you hands-on all the operations here, also on your mobile device. We'll keep going here. So I mentioned outside earlier that this is an all-electric coach. When I say all-electric, I mean no propane. See here we've got induction cooktop. Up above it we've got the high point convection microwave oven. And then over here we've got the all-electric residential Samsung refrigerator. Love these new locks they've got here, so these magnetize to the refrigerator. Refrigerator up top, freezer down below. Ice maker is going to be located here. Close everything back, lock this in place, and you're ready for travel. We've got some, first we'll go up top, so we do have some storage overhead. This black device here is your over-the-air antenna. So there's two switches, one on the left, one on the right. One of these is going to turn your over-the-air antenna on and off, and then it also has the WineGuard 2.0 LTE internet service as well. You can contact WineGuard to set up your internet, and then you have your own private network on the motorhome using the WineGuard. Pantry storage. Some adjustable shelves. There's some different holes in here where you can set these shelves to your height, where you prefer it. Down below in this compartment here is going to be where your fuses and your breakers are located for both the primary and the inverter controls, and all your fuse controls. Everything's nicely labeled inside of this cabinet here. And then for the kitchen storage, we've got full extension drawer glides. You'll notice kind of the dovetail construction that Renegade does a really nice job on their cabinetry. Soft close all the drawers. We pull out here, we've got some loose items, whole house water filter, additional touch-up paint kit, lubrication for the slide outs, and loose remotes for some TVs, soundbar, TVs for every component that has a remote, and usually goes right in this drawer here. And we've got a little dedicated place here for your trash. I want to pull this out, so this slides all the way out. Makes some nice storage here. We're not exactly level, but I'm gonna, over on this side, I'm gonna pull this out. I'll come around behind you here, Nick. So this was mounted, this was inside that cabinet door beneath the sink. Basically, put this in place here. Slide this out. There's a little extra counter space there. Nice little workspace extension that Renegade does on the Veronas. Put this back in place. Now it makes a nice little towel holder. Okay, and then we got some overhead storage above the microwave, above the sink area. All solids. This is all Corian countertops. Nice big stainless steel sink, residential style faucet. With the air conditioner on right now, you'll notice these vents in the ceiling. So this is all padded ceiling here, and then you've got your air conditioner outs. If I close this off, that'll send the air to all the vents for all the ducted air conditioning. And both airs have heat pumps, so 40, 45 degrees out, it's cold enough outside where it's cold in here. you can use the heat pumps to take the chill out of the air inside the coach. Got a Samsung 43-inch, I believe, smart TV with the Samsung soundbar mounted below. And you got your little multiplex panel here as well. So if you don't have your phone on you, you do have some centrally located, these black panels will be throughout the coach. Right now you got, on this front one, you've got access for your ceiling lights, your cargo lights, your awning light, your porch light. You can extend and retract the awning from this panel as well. And then you can turn all the lights on and off. So that's all kind of what's accessible right at the entrance door there. This does have the optional cab over bunk. We've got a bunk bed up top. You can see these little holders here. This is a new feature I've noticed coming with the Renegade Veronas lately. When you have the cab over bunk, we have a telescoping ladder here. So a nice little feature, and then that just locks in place there. It's easy access to get to the bunk overhead. And then these cushions, they come apart. You can slide them one on top of the other. And now I can push this in. These little locks over here that I've got to pull to get out of place. Once I get those out of place, I can simply push this in. Now it makes it easier getting in and out of the cab. If you notice up overhead in the cab, we do have another LED television for the bunk over cab. Moving around to the front, we've got the bunk window, if you will, and there is a shade. Sneak around on this side here. So when I'm operating that, again, if you get a shot of this, we've got this little black panel here. Again, you can see ceiling lights, bunk lights, floor lights, accent lights, extend, retract on the shades, and again, another all on and all off feature for your lights throughout the whole coach. And then you notice this little cubby hole area up here, nice little indirect lighting. And then moving down the side on this side, the driver's side, we've got some nice overhead cabinetry storage. You notice as I open these doors, they've got these heavy-duty hinges. So they actually use really nice hardware to finish on the drawers and all their cabinet doors. You're not holding the cabinet door up when you're trying to load or unload this area. And then all your windows will have the manual MCD roller shades. You got jealousy style windows. You can open these up. If it's a nice day and you want to get a nice breeze, you open the front door, have the screen door open, have these windows open, and creates a nice draft. Nice after if it's comfortable outside. And then this does have the optional theater seating. You'll notice these little cup holders are lit up blue, and also if I turn one of those on heat, it kind of turns to a purple color, just letting you know the heat is on. Go back to off, and then if I wanted to, well, that's operating that one, so let's go to this one here. This one's mine. So this is your theater seats, super comfortable. And it also has a massage feature. So there's a high, low, and a medium that just kind of is a vibration on your back, lower back area. So very comfortable theater seating this one comes with. Again, you got the multiplex panel here, ceiling lights, dinette lights, overhead lights, sconce. This turns the sconces on and off. And then the overhead reading lights. Moving down to the dinette. So the dinette does have seat belts. I'm gonna pull this out right now. You can see we've got some seat belts underneath. So if you want to strap 2 passengers in there, you certainly can. And when these come shipped to us, that's where these cushions are at. So you can see a nice large drawer for extra storage. And then you will get Another large drawer. And the reason I'm pulling these out, it just makes it a lot easier. If you want to make this a bed, there's a little latch underneath, you got to release and slide it to the left. I always push down in the center. Push all the way down. Now that's flush. All right, put my seats back. Put my 2 cushions in place. Oops. Okay, now we've got a little small bed for the kids or small adult. And then also when these are in the up position, you'll notice the cup holders. You got the cup holders here, electrical outlets, USB and USB-C outlets for your charging needs. Again, I'll continue to go with the overhead storage here above the dinette. Okay, let's come on to the back. I get the question a lot of times, what are these guys? So these are little thermostats. So you'll have one in the living room, thermostat control for the living area. You'll have another one in the back for the bedroom. As we come through here, we do have the optional stackable washer dryer. And then you also have a pocket door to close off the living room to the mid bath. You also have a pocket door to close off the master bedroom to the mid bath. And then you do have one more pocket door to close off. This is the toilet room and shower. So I always like to show how much room you have here. So I'm 6'2". I've got plenty of headroom here. Got a little handheld shower. Plenty of elbow room. I've got this all closed up here. You can easily take a shower with these, no problem there. And the nice thing about these rounded doors, it does keep all the water inside when you're opening and closing the doors. You do have some overhead storage. Also, you have the fantastic fan vent or the power vent fan up above. And then there's an air conditioner vent in this room, so if the door is closed off, you do have air blowing, nice cool air in here as well. And then down below, we've got a porcelain macerator flushing toilet. That's what these controls over here are for. And then on this side here, we've got, again, all Corian countertops. The Corian flows into the sink, so that makes it nice for cleaning. Medicine cabinet. 3 nice areas for all your bathroom items. And then over here on the far left, we do have an electrical outlet. I'll sneak by here. And then down below, we've got some good storage under the sink. Again, full extension drawer glide for the bathroom drawer. And then over here, so we've got the same Firefly control panel here that I was showing earlier up front, but now we have it in the mid bath. Anything if you should change anything here, they do communicate to one another. So if you change the temperature in the living room to 72, it will change up front as well. All right, coming around to the back, we've got a king size bed. Open this up here. We have some little adjustable shelves in here. Place to keep your keys, rings, earrings, wallet, any smaller items there. And then on both sides of the bed, kind of pointed out over here, we do have electrical. We've got a USB and a USB-C and 110 outlets on both sides of the bed. And if you're laying in bed, you got another one of these black multiplex panels. And if you look in the overhead cabinet, we do have an electrical outlet back in there. If you need additional 110 outlet, you do have a plug back in the back there. This is an RV King. I believe the Verona 36 VSB is 70, I want to say 76 by 72, so 76 long, 72 wide. Under the bed is where Renegade stores the 150 gallons of fresh water. And this little post here that you saw me pull off, that just gives you support. If you're doing any kind of winterization or de-winterizing, need to get under here for any reason, that's what that's for. You got a 75 gallon freshwater tank here, 75 gallon freshwater tank there. Gives you a total of 150 gallons of fresh water. And your water pump's located underneath here as well. Low point drain lines. Everything's easy to get to. You also have another one of those cabinet ends on this side as well. I didn't show that. These adjustable shelves. Okay, moving to the front of the bed. We got some nice wardrobe storage here. And 4 nice size full extension drawers. And then we have 2 oversized wardrobe drawers. Another drawer here as well. Up top, we've got the Samsung LED TV, smart TV for the bedroom. And then pretty good amount of counter space here. And then down below here, we've got cable hookups, HDMI outlet. If you want to hook up your game system in the bedroom or receiver for satellite, it's already wired for it. An additional wardrobe storage here with four more good size full extension drawer glides as well. And then right on the way out, you've got another one of these black panels for your multiplex lighting. Okay, so coming up front here, so this is, I mentioned earlier, this is built on the M2 106. One thing I left off was the Plus. So this is the M2 106 Plus chassis. Well, if you notice, the steering wheel, we've got controls on the steering wheel on the left side and the right side. The transmission shifter is now right here on the steering stalk. This is also your engine brake. Let me turn this off here. That beeping noise is just the jacks. It thinks the jacks are down, so I'm going to pull those up. Let's get this started up here. So let's see. Let's talk about some features. You'll notice overhead here. So these are already equipped to add a CB radio. If someone wanted to add it, it already has the antenna. This is where we would put the actual radio. And then up here, you'll notice this overhead. There's no mirror here, but this has a Detroit assurance package. So this has lane assist, collision mitigation, and adaptive cruise, all part of that Detroit assurance package. You're right here on the EQ systems. This is where I can operate my leveling jacks. You can also operate your leveling jacks using the Firefly app or using the actual Firefly controls in the bedroom or the kitchen area. Excuse me. This is a transmission temperature display there. You do have a suspension dump. If you wanted to lower the coach, you can use the dump switch here, and that is a momentary switch. So if I hold that down, actually I take that back. You just hit it one time, it dumps the air, and you hit it a second time, it brings it back up. Rear differential lock is going to be located here. Driving in slippery conditions. If you want to toggle between the trailer camera or the RV camera, that's what this switch here is for. These are your docking lights. It's labeled here for you. We've got some docking light controls, override controls on the engine shutdown. This turns your
all business owners, secure creditors.
Get that turned off here. This turns off I believe that's the lane departure. That turns that system on and off. If you don't like the noise, the buzz, the alerts you get from the alarms, you can turn that in the off position. Then your hazard controls, cab step lights, footwell lights, and ABA off. These controls are here. It does come with the Garmin navigation. This is a docking station. Basically, when this is on, it's docked and it's charging. If a passenger wants to operate or help navigate, or wants to change the tunes on the radio, they certainly can. This little switch here goes into the navigation mode and all the navigation tools. There's the navigation tools there, and then these are all the other tools as well. And again, this is a system that we do show the buyer, owner, how all those systems work. And then on the dash cluster here, it's gone to more of a digital look. So you can use the controls on the steering wheel to navigate through the home screen, driving assistance, tire pressure monitoring is now in the dash cluster, transmission information, and then there's some settings where you can change the lighting on the dash, brightness, time, compass, all that's going to be all located in there as well. And then on the right side of the steering wheel, we've got controls for cruise control. The cruise control is always on, so you either set it or you resume, and you can use this menu here to bring up the home screen on the actual dash cluster. It does have a city air horn, and up top here we have a air horn. We have two different horns there. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all on the armrest over here. Pretty simple, easy to figure out how all that works. And then you do have an adjustable steering wheel, so if I want to telescope and tilt it, get it where I like it, and then lock it back in place, you can. Additionally, both seats are heated. I just looked down there and I saw the little heat controls, so both of these do have heated seats. Privacy curtains, so these drape all the way around. There's a rail that runs above my head here, so you've got these privacy curtains to close that off. I believe I hit on quite a bit on this one, so hope that was helpful. If anybody has interest or in the market looking for a 36 VSB Renegade Verona, this one's currently available. Give me a shout. You can reach me. My number should be being displayed below at 720-539-4711, or you can shoot me an email at grussell@transwest.com. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. I'm out.